have a question. I watch your videos. Why is your so hairy?
Get this off me now. I'm done.
Oh God. My asshole actually.
As I've covered in my last 2 videos on this channel, there seems to be a trend of streamers being absolute dirtbags in various ways, and N3on is really no different. I'm not really sure where he came from, but I can't seem to avoid him. Everywhere I look, he's like in my feed. He seems to just get up to the most craziest, annoying kind of shit. And he kind of reminds me of the likes of like, you know, I Show Speed or Fusi. Just annoying people whose content seems to involve like a couple of iPhones and a good internet connection. For some reason, it makes them think they can just do whatever they want. And like they just go up and harass people on the streets, like asking them random questions like if they fart or whatever, and it's just awkward and cringy most of the time. It's crazy to me like how young some of these streamers are, and they clearly can't handle like the level of wealth and fame that they accumulate from all their streams. And from what I watched, like I don't really get the appeal, but like somehow I doubt I'm like the right audience for them anyway. Who exactly is N3on? Well, N3on, real name is Rangesh Mutama. He's from San Jose, California, and he started his streaming career at a young age of 13 years old, playing the likes of Fortnite and NBA 2K before moving his streaming over to Kick. Now, for those who don't know, Kick is kind of like the Elon Musk of Twitter, I guess, where the rules are a lot more lax, so you can kind of get away with a lot more than you would with the likes of like Twitch or YouTube. He's not the only Twitch streamer to use it. Like there's also Nick Merckx or Aiden Ross, to name a few, who've gotten contracts like N3on on Kick. N3on has over 314,000 followers on his Kick account currently, but many people have actually accused him of using bots to increase their numbers. And to be honest, from watching his content, I could imagine that to be true. And that's just one of many of his controversies. The one thing he's most famous for is his use of clickbait to pull in viewers, and like we all do it as content creators. Like there needs to be a little bit of that where you kind of like create a thumbnail in the way just to make it more interesting to pull your audience in, but he does it in a way that's like just beyond belief. And the example I want to give to you guys is in 2019 he uploaded a video on his YouTube channel called N3on is Dying. The video claims his brother uploaded the video stating that N3on was apparently in critical condition and told his brother not to tell anyone. Now, N3on's brother claimed that N3on had suffered a seizure and had gotten a brain tumour, but yet on the same day a video was uploaded to his second channel consisting of NBA 2K content. So again, like that's a big red flag right there. But it didn't stop there. 2 days after that, he uploaded a video called N3on's Final Words, where N3on's in his room stating that he wanted to give his channel to other people because he doesn't want them to lose his content, stating that he would record videos with other YouTubers so they could still get to see him. He also claimed that if his surgery didn't go well, he would bleed to death. But it didn't stop there either, because 3 days later, it was announced that he was gone, with a compilation video of his best moments uploaded. 5 days after that then, he uploaded a video telling his followers that he miraculously survived a tumour and a brain seizure and had recovered, which is a miracle. I mean, this dude needs to get like his blood tested. They need to like figure out what the hell he has that would make him like have this miraculously amazing recovery. Like, is he Jesus Christ himself? Like, how the hell did he do that? But in all seriousness, like, it's actually quite a disgusting and like awful thing to do, like to trick your fan base into thinking that you're dying of such a horrible disease just to come back and say you were fine. Now, I'd imagine a lot of his fan base were probably very skeptical of it, but at the same time, it's like, how does he have a fan base? This is ridiculous. I don't understand people. And that's just one controversy. It doesn't stop there. 3 months after that, he uploaded a video called Meeting a Man with the Coronavirus. Now, the thumbnails show the man in a hospital bed wearing a mask, along with him also wearing a mask, and it made it look like he was actually in the hospital interviewing someone that had COVID. In reality, like when you watch the video, it's just some dude that he streamed Fortnite online with, who they talk over Discord. The dude himself was a YouTuber by the name of Sickbot, who pretended to cough throughout the whole ordeal of the interview. So just completely misleading and not even remotely close. And to use COVID as a way to get views and clout when people were actually dying and there's a lot of fear around COVID during this time, it just kind of goes to show how disgusting this dude really is. So like you might be wondering like, okay, well how does he, you know, maintain his fan base? How does he have so many people following him? Well, he's not a complete moron, because his popularity grew when he collaborated with the likes of Aiden Ross, who I mentioned earlier, who is also kind of a big gaming streamer, and also I like to call him Andrew Tate's little bitch. But he also has done collabs with the likes of Fusi and Sneeko, who are both absolute just deplorable human beings in their own right, and you could do whole videos on them as well. They also have a lot of followers, so doing these collab videos, it was a great clout builder for N3on. But at this point, N3on's behaviour is starting to kind of decline, like where he would have a lot of meltdowns and violent outbursts on streams. And apparently now Aiden Ross is beefing with him for some reason. He also wanted to fight Moist Critical at one point as well, which if you don't know who Moist Critical is, he's a streamer as well, but he's a much more beloved streamer. Like, and I'd highly recommend watching his stuff. So wanting to fight him is an absolute travesty. Because I think at the time Moist Critical was pointing out all these things that, you know, N3on was doing that was wrong. Now, in terms of the Aiden Ross thing, I highly doubt they're beefing. Again, it's just a way to get clicks and views, just fake beefs, fake fighting and stuff. It's all bullshit. And we've seen so far how much he lies. So, like, how could you believe anything he says, you know? But if you don't think it can get any worse, it does. So, during a live stream in August 2023, N3on did a very disrespectful dance which was called the Naughty Pop that mocked the death of Naughty Osama. Now, Naughty Osama was a 14-year-old boy who was stabbed to death in July 2022, but he has an older brother by the name of Didi Osama, who was apparently a prominent rapper who had found out about this dance, and he called out N3on on Twitter, basically calling him a dork and saying he didn't know N3on was. But Osama also would go on to threaten N3on after he announced he was going to take a trip in New York. And in December 2023, N3on got jumped by Osama and his crew. Now, I don't condone violence in any sort of way, but if it was me and like my brother had been stabbed to death and some arsehole was mocking him and disrespecting him, you know, can you really blame him? Now, apparently they squashed their beef in March 2024 when N3on like begged for forgiveness and supposedly paid him $50,000 to squash it. And in the video, he's like constantly apologizing to him because he's afraid of him. But you would think he would learn from that, but no! He would get himself banned from UFC 296 in December 2023 when he posted a video on Instagram sharing his intention of confronting US President Donald Trump, which is obviously a pretty stupid thing to say, and of course Dana White, who is a avid Trumpster, banned him.
He bought tickets so he wasn't anywhere close. When you start saying stupid shit like that, yeah, you're probably going to get busted up and thrown out of here, you know, making threats and talking dumb shit, looking for clout.
Now, I wouldn't be a big personal fan of Trump, but I would not be stupid enough to post a video like that if I was going to be in the vicinity of Trump, because obviously that's going to get you banned. Like, common sense. But another thing he did that I wanted to talk about was his doxing and accusations of paedophilia. Like, and this happened when he was on a kick stream on using Discord to talk to his fan base, and this young kid came on and said,
Fuck, I tried to be nice to you, bro.
The fuck up. I'll beat the shit out of you and your fat girlfriend, bro.
What the fuck?
That fat slut. I'll smack her in her face too, bitch.
And on God, I'm about to dox your entire family. What's your name?
You're not doing shit. Shut the fuck up. Suck my dick, bro. You a bitch.
What's your name? What's your name?
You pussy.
What's your name?
Kizzy, bro. My name's Kizzy. It says it in my name,
What's your first
bro.
name? All I need is your first name and you're done. I don't care. I'm an internet warrior. What's your name? What's your first name, bitch? What's your first name, bitch? Tell me your first name, pussy. I don't give I don't give a fuck. You're 10 years old. I will fuck you in the ass until you fucking bleed, bitch. I swear to God. Shut the fuck up.
Now, as you can imagine, like, threatening to sexually assault as well as physically assault a 10-year-old kid is not exactly a smart thing to do. And Kick actually did ban him. Now, they only banned him for 72 hours when he released an apology video, which is pretty hilarious. But people started accusing him of paedophilia because it turned out that the young boy was around apparently 10 or 12 years old. I don't necessarily think he's a paedophile. I think he just completely lost his shit. But like, either way, like, threatening and talking to anyone under like that, whether even if they're not a child, is disgusting and deplorable kind of behavior. And to have the arrogance enough to think that you could get away with doing it on a stream is hilarious. Now, most recently in April of 2024, N3on and this other dude by the name of Squeeze Benz drove a Lamborghini in New York while apparently Squeeze Benz concealed his identity by wearing a helmet and not speaking. As they drove through the traffic, Squeeze performed high-speed stunts leading to a crash. He got obviously suspended for this after. And my issue with this is that, like, if you're a young fan of his and you see his videos and you see him in a car that's driving at speeds like that are dangerous, that could potentially cause tragedy, that could hurt somebody, what does that teach his followers? Like, if you're young enough and you're watching this, you're going to think it's cool to do that. You're going to want to do it yourself. You're going to want to be like that. Like, it's cool to not care about others. Like, there's reasons that we have rules in our society to protect the good of everyone. If everyone just sped and did what they wanted, more people would just die. And like, imagine you kill a family of 4 because you want to go 150 miles per hour. Like, it's disgusting and deplorable. Thankfully, in that crash, he didn't hurt anyone or himself, like, you know. And he's just a perfect example of someone who is just too young for his fame and wealth. Like, he's irresponsible, he's disrespectful, he's a pathological liar that will do anything for clout, do anything for views, whether that be threatening kids, faking a brain tumor, or just like harassing people on the street with his phone in his hand. Like, he's not someone that you should look up to or admire. He's kind of a good example of like kind of like an ever-growing problem with these streamers, like, who are becoming so insufferable and like willing to push boundaries for clout. And he's just one example of many who kids look up to as role models, and it creates entitled people like N3on who think they're like godlike and they can do what they want because they have a mass following and they have mass wealth. And you know, you have a lot of young people who want to be streamers that have that kind of power and wealth. So like, if you're a parent watching this, like, and your kid likes watching streamers, like, I would check to see who they're watching, because if they're watching the likes of N3on or Aiden Ross, like, they're toxic. They don't care about their fan base. All they care about is their money. And they're promoting ideology that is just selfish and disrespectful and just not in any way beneficial to society. And they're not someone that you should want your kids to look at. Like, maybe in 10 years, like, he'll improve, he'll change, and he'll look at his actions from then and be remorseful. Maybe he'll cringe as well, because he should. Only one can hope, but only time will tell. Like, he is only 19 years old. Now, I don't think that absolves him of, like, some of the messed up things he's done. But at the end of the day, like, it's a factor. Like, he's a kid, he's immature. He doesn't know how to deal with all the fame and popularity. He hasn't given himself enough time to become grounded in life yet. And I think it's a dangerous way to grow up, and I hope he can change. And I hope all these streamers can change, because they're becoming completely insufferable. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe as always. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything about N3on that I missed, or if there's any other streamers you'd like me to cover. I'm happy to do so. Just want to say as well, just for last week, I know there was no video, apologies for that. I was sick, pretty sure I had COVID, and I was in bed most of the week, so I just didn't have the energy, unfortunately, to make a video. So I hope you guys are cool about that. I'm sure you are. I'll leave a playlist below of other streamers that I've covered, because I've covered a couple now at this stage, and so check them out. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.